Greetings and welcome to my channel. My name is Abagnatius and let's watch me play some Captain of Industry. Right now I am, or rather at the time of recording I was moving power generation over here. Again, everything to our left is temporary, everything here is going to be permanent. And I think as I took a look at how many power generators I have, because I knew that these were going to be enough. So I knew four should do it. Let me speed this up a little bit. Because here I'm just assigning the production order to make sure that as few diesel power generators as possible, or rather as necessary, will be making power and using diesel. Yes, this is the fueling. That I think should be it. Then let me speed this up a tad bit. And let's wait for the swarm of trucks to arrive. And everybody's built now, everybody needs some fuel. And it's beginning to make power. Wonderful, then I went over to remove the old ones, which are no longer necessary. Also, you can see that I ran into personnel problems all the time. And that I didn't make any more people. That's because I was about to finish, or rather I was about to mostly finish moving the factory over here so that I could start moving the people to their final place. Almost said their final resting place. Oh no, their final place. And then of course I was going to increase the living space, which of course I did in the future from this video. It's a bit, my mind is getting cramps with this. Okay, then I was just checking on things. This poor truck had too much wood. Okay, then I was just checking on things. Let me jump ahead this time because there isn't going to be a whole lot of action. Yes, this is a check on the copper mine. More checking. Yes. Then the factory itself was starting. By making, if I may pause real quick, by making these and those. Those are electronics, I believe, and these are mechanical parts. Apologies for yawning. You know the drill. The headset must be pressing on some nerve or something, I don't know. Exactly, these the mechanical parts and electronics were the first things I automated here. I properly automated with conveyor-based intakes and not outtakes, and what do they call it? Almost wanted to say outgives, but intakes and the other thing where the stuff comes out. Yes, and now all I need is the necessary materials, which I first did the what would you call this? did the... Let me Google this on my phone real quick. While we're watching me building this, let me Google this on my phone real quick. Okay, something was imperfect. Okay. Intake opposite. Outlet. Deportation. Yes. We are deporting the produced materials into the main line. Deportation, discharge, let off and outlet. And I think outlet is not wrong. Although it doesn't feel right, there is a different word for this. Output. Outturn produced amount. Shite. Okay. Bottling, picklings, freeze drying. Oh, this. Antonyms for intake. Output. Outturn produced amount. Output. English language. So, I have no clue what I was doing here and why it was so complicated to make the outputs. I mean, my first idea would have been sound. Or maybe there was a conflict with this, with the fuel line. That's a possibility. Oh, no. The main problem, I wasn't looking, of course, I was looking at my phone. The main problem was that two of these cannot be opposite. Meaning, these junctions cannot touch each other, because then the game no longer knows what to do with them. Exactly, that was the issue, I remember. And then I think I got annoyed, and that's why I built it this way. Or, of course, because of the fuel line, which was kind of in the way of a proper left and right setup, so it ended up being this way, which is also cool. Okay, then the intakes. Or rather the intake, singular in this case, because mechanical parts are only made out of iron plates. So that's that. And I believe now I was looking at where specifically the copper plates were going to be, or are going to be found. And lining it up here at the grid with the intakes. Exactly, to have 2 squares of space. This will be the conveyor. 2 squares of space for another lift. And the second intake, which would be rubber. Okay, they can of course be on top of each other, because they stack. Okay, that was intake 1, and take 2. Or rather this now. Exactly. Apologies. Then the necessary lift. And number 2. And that should be that. Now I have mechanical parts and electronics automated. And as you can see, as soon as there is this junction here, this conveyor belt knew that it was needed to bring stuff, and so it immediately started. Same goes for the copper here. These artifacts were from the video, not the game. Of course, I don't have the necessary, I don't have enough people for these machines, but that's no issue because I was going to remove these machines in the out of the temporary facility very soon. And right now I was having an issue, of course, with construction materials too. So let me speed this up a little bit while we wait, because that's what I did. I just waited for this to finish building, which is now the case, and to see if production can start, which it does. Okay, why am I taking things away again? What am I thinking of here? Oh, of course. The unnecessary bits of conveyor, because to our left there is already a lot of stuff, and I was definitely not, and still didn't, going to feed any of these materials that way. This setup, of course, allows me to, if I, for example, make an iron plate facility here, to feed these iron plates along the main line, but also backwards. And that is something really cool, because we can reverse the direction of these conveyors of a block of a conveyor block, of an entire conveyor section of a conveyor. Here we've got some electronics which are currently stored in the lift because there is no taker here. And that's perfect. Let me speed this up a little bit. Here I was looking at the facilities, which I really love these symbols that they placed with the updated facilities, so that we can properly see what each facility is making. Okay, I went back. I didn't remove those other facilities. Oh, of course, I just realized I forgot something. Let's see when I realized that in this timeline. I probably had just realized it, and I was looking now at potential solutions. Let me do, yeah. I did not find a solution. The problem is, of course, that I had no storage. I completely had forgotten about output storage. Almost said outtake storage, which is not exactly the same. Almost forgot about output storage. And this is very fortuitous. The positioning of these output lines. What was I looking at here? Okay, that's about what I would have done, yeah. positioning of these output lines. That allowed me to make a double stack of storages here, and then essentially rebuild the fabricators exactly as they were. Let me speed this up a little bit, because this is just a repetition of what we had before. Okay, then the completion of this line. Wonderful. Let me jump ahead a little. Yep. Jump again. Okay, everything's built, and this one is producing. Now it's just waiting. Exactly. The issue, of course, was that these conveyors weren't accessible. So internally I was swearing, probably in a very unnice fashion, but this is already the solution. The solution came to mind almost instantly. To generate accessibility for these for the storages. Okay. Yeah, I was looking for the correct placement, which sometimes isn't that easy, but then again, being 3D and all, the game doesn't necessarily know exactly where you want to place things. Okay, 3 squares of space. That's enough. Speed this up a little. Wonderful. As you can see, there is full accessibility to all the containers here. Now, that is probably all the stuff that's currently stored in the harbor. And yep, now that works. Nope, I cannot take that one down, but these two definitely, and the one to their right. Then I took down this entire thing because it was also replaced. Okay, more looking at stuff. And yes, one single fuel station up here. With 2 trucks. Then I had it quick delivered to get it functioning as quickly as possible. Okay, then let me actually end the video at this point. Yeah. I just kind of screwed myself up. The decision to end the video came a little bit quick, and my mind wasn't caught up just yet. So I still have nothing profound to say to end the video, which means I just say thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and know the drill if you so choose, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.